Just a minute, Will.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, my family has been associated for so many years with all the forward movements in our city in Birmingham that I'm very glad to have the opportunity of appearing before this audience today and of saying a few words of welcome for a project which I think is going to make a substantial contribution to the interests and the pleasures of my fellow citizens. This is a project which we owe to the British Movietone News Company, and I hope they won't mind my saying that I think they've shown sound judgment in selecting the middle of Birmingham as a place in which they can show us not only our local doings but also the events and occurrences of the world at large. Newsreel pictures are one of the latest developments in film work. The first picture theatre of this kind was opened in America about 2 years ago. London followed, and naturally Birmingham comes next. I wonder what our grandfathers would have said if they'd been invited to take their places in a theatre in the very middle of Birmingham and been told that without leaving their seats they could see not imaginary scenes but real events and live persons taking part in those events in the most remote and distant parts of the world. No doubt they'd have been very much astonished. I can quite picture them saying to themselves, by this beach, the old stories we used to read in the Arabian Nights of people being transported on a magic carpet to see other countries and places. To you, I don't suppose that this will be anything like so wonderful. In this modern world of ours, we've got so used to surprises that we've almost forgotten how to be surprised at all. But although you may not feel the thrill of excitement, which I no doubt would have affected your grandparents, I'm sure you will be very much interested in the varied scenes and sounds that will come before us. I've been asking what sort of things you're likely to see and hear. Well, they tell me racing in South Africa, military parades in Italy, the wonders of the East, speeches by politicians in Canada and elsewhere, but we don't hear so many speeches as I do. And then glimpses of India. That's the sort of thing that you may expect to have put before you. And then, of course, you can have all the great sporting events, the Derby Day, the boat race, and the cup final, and all the characteristic and exciting sounds. Well, here's a feast of entertainment for the good folks of Birmingham, young and old. And it's one which goes further than mere amusement, because the talkie picture, with its vivid, authentic, actual it opens our mind, directs our attention to new interests. And my experience is that the more interest one can acquire, the easier it is to get away from the tedium and the monotony of our everyday life. For my part, I'm very grateful to British Movietone News for giving me this chance of saying these few words to you. And before I disappear, the news that I bring to you, before I do a fade out, may I be allowed to wish this theatre every prosperity and to express the hope that it will become one of the most popular centres in Birmingham.